Very good morning. In the last session, we have seen what is meant by open circuit and what is meant by short circuit. What will be the equivalent circuit in the open circuit and how one can write the R equivalent and find out the values. We have also gone through the two problems to understand how one can calculate R equivalent and the voltage across the resistance, inductance and all. The today's session, we have seen very clearly what is meant by resistance, what is meant by inductance, what is meant by capacitance. The today's session, we are going to learn what are the different types of electrical elements are available. In the electrical circuit, normally types are classified as active element and passive element. Active element and the passive element. So, what is meant by active? First, let's see about what is meant by active element. Active element. So, for example, what is meant by active element? Just you have to understand first the concept. Okay. So, in any circuit, one element which will give the energy to the circuit. Already we know if in any circuit the electrons will flow from one place to another, therefore we are considering current flow in the opposite direction, conventional current flow, right? So for moving the electron we require the energy, force is required so that the electron will be moved. So the energy will be supplied by the element. So those element is called as active element, energy supplied. Energy supplying element is called as active element. So for example, in our electrical circuits, we have normally voltage sources. Voltage source, current source, generator and batteries. Voltage source, current source, generator and batteries all are under the section of the active element. That means all will generate the energy. It will give the electron, it will give the force to the electron to move the entire circuit. Okay. Then passive element, the passive element means it will receive the energy and it will dissipate in the form of heat, or otherwise it will store the energy. Normally we have resistance, inductance, and capacitance. What this inductance and capacitance will do, it will store the energy. What about the resistance? It will dissipate the energy in the form of heat. So that's why this is called as passive element. I hope you understand. Active element means it will give the energy to the entire circuit to move the electron to flow. So then passive element, it will receive the energy and it will dissipate in the form of heat, or otherwise it will store the energy. So that is called as the passive element. Okay. Then we are going to learn about different types of network. Or before that, we should know what is meant by linear element and non-linear element. Linear and non-linear element. In the linear element, for example, assume the voltage across the resistance V is equal to I into R as per the Ohm's law. So the resistance is here constant. Therefore, voltage is directly proportional to the current flowing through this. So from this, we can understand as the current is increasing, voltage will increase. As the current is reducing, voltage will reduce. The same resistance. Okay, resistance values will not change. So if we draw the curve current versus voltage, we will get the straight line like this. So that this is called as linear elements. The elements are, as the current is increasing, voltage will increase. So this is called as linear element, always linear proportion, right? Similarly, if you see the inductor, the inductor, voltage across the inductor is L into di divided by dt. Assume here also inductance is constant. Therefore, we can say V is directly proportional to di divided by dt. So, when the di by dt, rate of change of current with respect to time increasing, voltage will increase. Similarly, the di by dt reducing, voltage will also decrease. So, this is called as the also linear relation, right? Then another one, capacitance. The capacitance, current flowing through the capacitance is C into dV by dt, right? So, if the capacitance value is constant, we can write IC is directly proportional to dV by dt. So, when dV by dt is increasing, the rate of change of voltage with respect to current, with respect to time increasing, current flowing through the capacitor will increase. Similarly, when the value of dV by dt reducing, automatically IC will also reduce. So, in these three cases, it will vary linearly. Voltage increasing, current will increase. So, this is called as the linear element. So, from this, we can conclude that resistance, inductance and capacitance are the linear element. Resistance, inductance, capacitance are the linear element. At the same time, what is meant by non-linear element? The non-linear element means the current variation will not vary with respect to voltage in the linearly. It will vary in the non-linear fashion. For example, diode. If we take the diode, we can remember. I hope you can remember. Current flowing through the diode is equal to some magnitude in the 1 minus e power v by vt, like that, right? So exponential form, it will vary exponentially. So like that, some magnitude, some value will be. So we cannot predict, it will vary like this linear relationship. Okay. So that's why this is called as non-linear element. So from this entire concept, we have studied active element means voltage source, generator, batteries, all are the voltage source. So active element. Passive element means resistance, inductance, capacitance. The reason behind this is these elements may store the energy, or otherwise it will dissipate the energy in the form of heat. At the same time, active element, it will generate the energy, or it will provide the energy to the circuit so that the electron will freely move. Then linear and non-linear element. Linear element means the voltage and current relationship will be linear. That's why resistance, inductance, capacitance are the linear element. And the non-linear element means the diode, and diode example, diode, switches and all. So based on the current voltage relationship will be the exponential form, or maybe in a different form. We cannot predict, that is in the linear. So that's why it is called as non-linear element. So based on this entire element, we have to understand what are the different types of electrical network is available. So for example, let us start with the first section. First section is active network and the passive network. Active network. Then second one will be passive network. Active network means In any circuit, if we have the voltage source and we have maybe the resistance or inductance or whatever, maybe diode or whatever it is, the circuit, in any circuit, if the active element or voltage source or current source or battery or generator, anything present in the circuit, then the circuit is called as active element. Okay, so active network. Then what is meant by passive network? In the circuit will not have any voltage source or current source or batteries or generator. Instead of that, it has only the passive elements, maybe resistance, inductance, like that. So there is no voltage source, there is no generator, there is no current source. So that's why it is called as passive network. The passive network, all are having the passive elements, right? So that is called as the passive network. Then third one will be linear network. Linear network. What is meant by linear network? In any network, if we have only resistance, inductance, capacitance, same circuit, right? So, and this voltage source, we can have this voltage source here, voltage, and the circuit is closed like this. So this is called as the linear network. Why this is linear network? We know the linear element, resistance, inductance, and capacitance are present there. So that it is called as the linear network. Then another one will be non-linear network. Non-linear network means what? In the circuit, for example, we have the diode rectifier circuit. Diode rectifier circuit. If any circuit, there any diode or any SCR or any other semiconductor switches are presented, then are connected in the circuit, then it is called as non-linear circuit. Then finally we have to be understand what is mean by unilateral and bilateral network. Unilateral and bilateral network. What is mean by unilateral network? For example, if I give one voltage of 10 volt and I connected to one diode and we have the resistance like this. Okay. So in this case, you can take, this is the AC source, right? AC source like this. So already we know, we have studied in the schoolings itself what is mean by rectifier, right? So during the positive off cycle, so the diode will be, anode will be positive and cathode will be this side. So it will be forward bias. So the diode will conduct. So we will get the output voltages like this. Then what happened? The current is flowing this direction. So we are having some output voltage. At the same time, if the polarity is reverse negative, so automatically this is negative positive, so the diode will be reverse bias, so that current will not flow through the circuit, therefore output voltage will be 0. Then again next cycle output voltage will be again positive, right? So this is the, if the current direction is changed or the voltage polarity is changed, automatically the behavior of the circuit will entirely change. So that is called as the unilateral network. That means in unilateral network, it will not be a symmetrical one. That means the current is flowing this direction, their output will be 1. Then current is flowing this opposite direction, current output will be different. Similarly, voltage polarity is positive negative, output is, we are getting this output like this. When the voltage, this is going to the negative, we are getting output voltage is 0. So it will not be symmetry. The output voltages will not be the symmetry. So that is called as, the performances will not be the symmetry. So that is called as unilateral network. Then let's see about bilateral network. Bilateral network. In the bilateral network, for example, we are having the resistance here like this. In any circuit, resistance is there, right? So the current flowing through, current is going this direction from left to right. Voltage will be what? V is equal to I into R only, right? For example, otherwise you can do with some example. R is equal to 10 ohm, right? We are giving the supply voltage positive negative is 10 volt, right? So what is the current flowing through this? So current flowing through this I is equal to V by R, that means 10 divided by 10, that means 1 amps. 1 amps. At the same time, now I am changing the polarity, minus positive. So what happened? Current will go in the opposite direction, correct? Current will be opposite direction. Therefore, what I can write? I is equal to minus, voltage is changing, polarity is changing. So minus 10 divided by 10 minus 1 amps. As the polarity is changing, the magnitude will not change all the time, 1 amps only. So that is called as the bilateral network. In the both the cases, even voltage change or current change, their performance will be the same output. Output of the system will be the same. So that network is called as bilateral network. So let me ask you the two questions about this. Assume we is having the network. We have a diode and one resistance and another one diode here. We have the capacitance. Simple circuit, just I am drawing for your understanding. This is coming under, whether I want to know whether this is linear network, whether this is unilateral network, and third one is whether this is the active network. Okay, you have to check it whether it is linear network. If it is not, why it is not the linear network, and whether it is unilateral network. If yes, why it is the unilateral network. Otherwise, if no, why it is not the unilateral network. Similarly, active network or passive network, what is the reason behind this is whatever may be, you can use the comment box and write the answer. This is for simple exercise for understanding. I hope the topic is very much interesting and you can easily understand the concept. Those who like this channel, kindly subscribe it and share. Wish you all the best. Thank you.